person to do that. But you're most welcome. My name is Obadia Otieno. I'm the vice chairman of the association. And I hear everybody saying they are alumni of UTALII, but they forgot to tell you when they were here. That is a story for another time, or find it from your documents. The dates back to others who are not UTALII. They will tell you they are UTALII alumni. May I call them HTS alumni? Those are the guys who went to hotel training school at the Poly. If you remember Poly, those days, and they had a training school there. They finished there, but a few of them finished here. Then in our midst, we also have those who didn't go through the UTALII, but they also need to tell us which year and from where. But nonetheless, we are all from one mother, and that is hospitality. At this juncture now, I want to call upon the chairman of the association to now come and do his thing here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Obadia. He says ni mtu wa kushirikishana wengine, but this is the guy who has been running our association, and we don't take it for granted, because like I said, we have brains in this association, and he is among the brains in this association here, plus among his others. Mine is to introduce a few members who not got the chance of introducing themselves. But first, before I forget, I introduce myself, because I may introduce others, then I forget myself. My name is Robert Kenywa. Robert Kenywa, standing here, is the chairman of this association, courtesy of the membership, because you are here by election, and we don't take it for granted. Robert Kenywa is also an alumni of that other things you've heard, but of KUC, Kenya UTALII College, MA 73. Now, don't worry about that time, because the others that are before us. The year when you say MA 73, whatever time, that's when you joined this training. So I know Charles there is smiling, because he said that he has 40 years experience in the industry. Then sometimes you don't even know how to say ourselves. But that's not important. We are all colleagues, and in this industry, there's no age limit. There's no one who has, can say 5 years, another one 40, 50 years. We have all this experience together in different dimensions and directions. When we pull us together, then we have a lot of skills and a lot of resources. Allow me just to jump a bit and introduce a few members. Some of them have already introduced themselves, but I want to indicate the importance of some of those members who have introduced themselves before I come to the other side. We have Mr. Stephen Owino. Owino is that gentleman. Maybe you can start Owino. They saw you. Owino mentioned something called HOTOSO. HOTOSO is Hospitality and Tourism Sports Organizations. It's an organization that brings sports together. And you know, in this industry, sometimes we are so serious in rendering our services, we forget ourselves. HOTOSO, or sports, is the best way of bonding between the top and the other levels, where nobody says you are the MD, you are the chef, or you are the room steward, or whatever. We all become together. And that's why we bond a lot, and that's how we let off steam. And I happen to have been the chairman of that organization for 9 years. And it was HOTOSO, and every hotel was looking forward to the HOTOSO finals. And here I've got some of my colleagues who are there with me. Liz there was a long-time secretary in HOTOSO. Obadia here was the vice chairman. Rafael there was also in the same game. And we did a lot to bring the staffing together. Everybody was looking forward for HOTOSO. Why we invited him is because we want to give that HOTOSO the status it had before and embrace it in the industry. So that we can start now doing our own sports activities. And I mentioned that sports is one area of tourism that has been forgotten. When the guests themselves, they see an employee who was serving them food during lunch hour, in the evening he's dressed in uniform to play soccer or to play whatever other games, they are delighted. They say, I thought that's the guy who was serving us our lunch. And now he is now a sports person. It brings us together. That's what we are saying. We want to partner with Hotoso because we know what Hotoso can do, especially to remove the stress that this industry sometimes brings around. So welcome Stephen Owino. He's the vice chairman. His chairman could not attend, but he was sent to come and represent that group. The other one is Charles Orindo. Charles, you can start up again. Charles, he talked about culinary association. These are the chefs. We understand more of the chefs. Sorry for not using the other bigger word. The chefs association here. These are the people who produce food in this country, in our hotels and everywhere else. And they have a very strong and vibrant association called the Culinary Association of Kenya. And we also want to collaborate with them and work together with them. Like I said, we want to bring an umbrella organization so that we can be able to be together. Can sit down. Then Liz Ayan here is representing women in tourism. Liz, another coffee now. She is the one who represents the women in tourism, another vibrant association made of women in the tourism. And they were invited, but they could not be able to make it because they were in another function. So she has been sent here to come and represent that organization. We also want to partner with them and make this umbrella association so that we can work together with them. We said we are stronger together. Then we have got Patrick Marekia. He's an honorary member. If I start here to speak about Patrick Marekia, I will not even end. Even my timekeeper there will start now hitting the gong.